Being lonely alone is better than being miserable together. That's not a quote from a book. That's something life teaches you, usually the hard way. Most human suffering doesn't come from being alone. It comes from not knowing how to be alone. And here's something no one really prepares you for. Life after 65 is not about what you achieved. It's about what you still have. The things that truly matter at this stage of life are quieter. They don't show off. They don't impress strangers. But if you still have them, you are not just surviving, you're winning. The thumbnail says 5 things, but I'm giving you more than that. Count them as we go, because by the end, you'll know exactly where you stand. And trust me, if you have even 3 of these, you are ahead of most people your age. Let's begin. Thing number 1, a place with your name on it. If you're between 65 and 80 and you have a place, big or small, with your name on it, you've accomplished something enormous. It doesn't matter if it's paid off or not. It doesn't matter if it's a house, a condo, or a mobile home. If your name is on that deed, that's not just property, that's dignity. Dorothy is 71 and lives in Phoenix. For most of her life, she rented, moved every few years, always under someone else's rules. At 68, she bought a small condo. Nothing fancy, but it was hers. She said, "I don't have to ask permission to hang a picture. I don't worry about being told to leave. This is mine." After 65, a home isn't about investment, it's about security. Rent goes up, options go down. But when you have your own place, you have a door you can close, a bed that's yours, a roof that won't disappear. If you have that, you've done something right. Thing number 2, legs that still carry you. If you can still walk to the mailbox, climb a few stairs, or stand without help, you are more fortunate than you think. Your legs are not just limbs, they are freedom. Robert is 68 from Seattle. He slipped on ice, broke his hip, and lost his independence. He said, "I didn't realize how much my legs meant until they stopped working." When your legs work, life stays wide. When they don't, the world shrinks. Muscle loss accelerates after 65. If you stop using your legs, you lose them. Helen is 74. She walks every morning, not far, just around the block. She says, "As long as I can move, I will." If your legs still carry you, protect them, use them, walk every day, because the day your legs stop working is often the day independence ends. Thing number 3, one real friend. Not 10 friends, not a long contact list, just one person you can actually talk to, one person who listens, who answers the phone. Margaret is 72. She meets the same friend every Thursday for coffee. They don't talk about anything important, and somehow that's everything. As we age, friends disappear. Loneliness after 65 is as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. But one real connection can change everything. Frank is 76. His best friend lives 3 states away. They talk every Sunday for 30 years. He said, "I don't need many people. I just need him." If you have one true friend, you are richer than you realize. Thing number 4, children who call because they want to. Not because they need money, not because it's a holiday, but because they want to hear your voice. Barbara is 69. 2 of her children call her every week. 1 calls every day. She said, "I don't need gifts. I just need to know they still think about me." Many parents barely hear from their kids after 70. If your children still call you, you respected them as adults. You didn't control them. You stayed present without guilt. William is 73. Her daughter calls him 3 times a week. He said, "Her voice is the best part of my week." If your children still want you in their lives, you did something right. Thing number 5, enough money to live with dignity. Not wealth, not luxury, just enough.
enough to pay bills, for food and medicine, enough to not beg. Charles is 70. He worked as a mechanic his whole life. Now he lives on Social Security. He said, "I don't need fancy things. I just need to take care of myself." Financial independence at this age equals peace. If you can pay your own way, you're free in the most important way. Thing number 6, sleeping without resentment. Can you go to bed without replaying old arguments, without bitterness tightening your chest? If you can, you are free. Resentment ages you faster than time. Thomas is 72. He hated his brother for 20 years over an inheritance fight. High blood pressure, stress, sleepless nights. His doctor told him, "You're the only one paying for this anger." Thomas didn't forgive to be noble. He forgave to survive. Letting go doesn't mean what happened was okay. It means you're done letting it poison you. If you can sleep without carrying grudges, you've chosen peace over being right. That's real strength. Thing number 7, a reason to get out of bed. Not just waking up, but having something to wake up for. Purpose doesn't disappear after retirement, it just changes. Dorothy lost her husband. Mornings became empty. Her daughter brought her a bird feeder. Birds came, then routine, then purpose. Small things matter more than you think. Feeding birds, watering plants, walking to the store, baking bread, volunteering. People without purpose decline fast, not from disease, but from giving up. If you wake up thinking today matters, you're alive in the truest sense. How many of these 7 do you have? If you have all 7, you're thriving. If you have 3 or 4, you're ahead of most. If you have 1 or 2, you're still in the game, because awareness is power. And if your biggest problem right now is forgetting where you parked your car or climbing stairs a little slower, you're doing better than you think. You're not just surviving, you're living.